This is the Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. Today, we're going to take a look here at natural gas, and then we'll take a little peek over at crude, see what's going on with the old crude. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, there really hasn't been a whole lot of movement here today in natural gas. Your low so far today is 1.925, and the high is 1.928, okay? But then again, I said that yesterday, and all of a sudden, boom, she popped right on up there very, very nicely here, all the way to that 2.0 here. So realistically, so far today, we have an inside day. Your high is 1.98, and then your low is 1.92, okay? So inside day basically is just your highs and lows are inside of yesterday's highs and low of 2.0 and then your low of 1.89. That's all that means. Okay, so basically what we have here, though, if you look at the upside, so far we went up to that 1.98, which lines up pretty nicely here at this 1.98. Okay, so that's your resistance. So your next level here is going to be that 2.0. That's exactly where you need to go. And then what you can do, you can work your way up here. You have that 2.04 here. We have 2.10, 2.12, and then there's your big ticket there at 2.168. The reason I say that, that is your gap, okay? So a lot of times the price wants to go up into that gap, and then we have your gap fill there at 2.42. Now, we're going to see if we're going to get some movement here today. If not, remember, the EIA report will be out tomorrow at 10:30. And yes, last week, we had that nice big movement, which was a good scalping area. So again, your other target here, this is the big boy, 2.168. And then we have to get your next target will be the 50-day at 2.26. Now, when we look at the weekly chart, nothing's changed here. See, this is going to be very, very crucial. See this? Basically 2.019, basically 2.2. That is going to be the very, very key. So again, if we can get above yesterday's highs at 2.0, you don't have much here, and you're going to run right into that resistance here. Now, remember, the weekly, when you have the simple moving averages, which is your 8, your 21, your 50, 100-day, and 200-day, okay, that's SMA. Those are really strong resistance, and they're very good, strong support levels here. So always got to look at it. You can look at your candlesticks, your highs, your lows, your closing for support and resistance. But when you get the simple moving averages, that's even stronger, support and resistance. So always keep that in mind. So basically what we're looking for here, you got to get this above this basically 202. If you can, then we have a good shot to run right here to that gap at 2.168. Now here on the downside, well, again, we want to watch yesterday's low. That's 1.89. And then we want to watch this key 8 SMA here at 1.85. Right below it, we have that 21-day at 1.78. So you have some really good support. Plus, what I like is this 8 SMA here crossed over the 21-day. That shows it's very bullish. Now, you can see when it crosses below, look at this. See? Boom. Just could not get through. But now she crossed, so she looks very, very good. RSI still looking good. Your MACD is still bullish here. Your MACD is trying to work it here, but we got to see how that's going to shake out. RSI here, good. You have a nice positive divergence, still very much intact here. So this is looking very good. It's just that right now, today, it's just not what you call in play. Now, crude oil, we had a really good trading going on there today in the crude oil. Okay, let's take a look here on a hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, here's your hourly chart, and you can see here that there just really isn't a whole lot. Basically, you're really watching this key 50-day 1.935. If that is lost, we can come down to this price channel here at 1.925, and then you have your 100-day right below it. On the upside, these are pretty much tied together. You have your 21-day at 1.945, and then we have your 8, 1.947. So we really need to get up there today, but obviously we just couldn't. You made a high of 1.983 here, but you couldn't even do the retest. Now, again, that's what happened yesterday. So you were in the same kind of a pattern here, and then all of a sudden, boom, she just flew right on up here. So always keeping that in mind. They don't call the natural gas the old widowmaker for nothing. Okay, here, nothing really changed here. The key is going to be here. Basically, you got to get above this 200-day and close above it, 1.96. But really, that 2.02 on that weekly chart, that's going to be very, very critical. So we got to see. But right now, there just isn't the action. But maybe there'll be just some a little bit of action here going on this afternoon. I had one scalp in the UNG here today. It was small. And that's pretty much all I had here on the old natural gas. Now, let's just take a look here at some different charts. Okay, so if you're scalping here, you have your chick chart. You have a 1 minute, a 5, and a 15-minute here. But you can see here that there just isn't much action. So when you look at like the 7 o'clock time frame here, okay, what did you have? Not really much. And I don't like this pattern. See where you have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And when you get that, what do you get? You get it selling off, okay? So there just isn't really much here, just basically to scalp. So, on this level here yesterday, you had a low, and then you kept on putting in some higher lows here, and that's where you got that big spike. But right now, I just don't see what's going on here, anything trade-wise that's any good here, like on your natural gas right now. Now, you could take a little bit of short, but realistically, what I'm just waiting for, I'm just scalping the longs here. There's better trades out there, like in the crude oil there, technology. Look at like TQQ, you're up almost 4% today. I'm in at 58. I bought it yesterday. It's sitting at 61.25. There's other trades here. So just let the trade come to you. Don't force anything. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, crude oil. Now, remember, your EIA report did come out today. I'll have all the numbers posted for you later today. I'll probably do another video, but a little bit more in depth on crude and natural gas here, probably around the 5 o'clock area. But right now, I just want to do a little midday for you. So the EIA report came out here, and crude oil had a build of 1.367 million. Distillates had a draw of 4.13 million. Gasoline had a nice draw of 4.46 million. And your Cushing had just a small build of 0.70 million. And then your basically your production was 13.2 million. Last week it was 13.3 million there. So again, it's very, very bullish here, because just remember, as that you're getting that draw in gasoline. Now we're going into the summer driving season here. What does it take to make gasoline? Well, it takes the oil. Okay, so anyway, here's what we have here on your daily chart. You can see where we went. Okay, so this is why this morning I said, well, we have this candle. Again, we want to make sure that you're above that 8 SMA, which you are. You want to see you're above that 200-day, which you are. And then I said, just watch these candles here. Okay, so basically, what do we have here? Okay, so you had the 79. Well, obviously you're above that. You had your 79.28. You had your 79.62, and then we have here 80.41, and today's high so far we got the 80.67, but you didn't make that 80.85 here level. But again, you got a lot of day left here to see what you have, but you got a really nice green candle here after 2 days of red candle. But you notice yesterday's candle, you held that key 200, you held the 21 SMA here, and basically you're just right in line yesterday with that 8 SMA here. Okay, so really, really bullish here. So don't get bearish on crude. Now, what we're looking for is a break above that 80.85. That is going to be key. If we can, basically, I'm just going to give you some small targets. You're going to want to go next is going to be that 81.05, 82.24, 82.83, and then this is the candle we're looking for, that 83.60. That is going to be next here if we can close above that key level of 80.85. But again, on the downside here, what you want to watch, you just watch on a closing basis here now. Now all this bit was resistance. Now this is all support here. So basically, you got really good support. What you have is that 79.62, and then we have yesterday's high, 79.49, and then you have your 79.28, and you got your 79 flat, and then you have that key 8 SMA here at 78.68. So as long as it holds all that, you can see we have the support levels, but as long as it holds that key 8 SMA here and this 200 SMA here, this is very, very bullish, very, very bullish chart. So bottom line, just watch your key SMAs here, and then on a breakout, watch that 80.85. You need to be a clean close above with a nice big green candle, okay? That's what you need, and then we can start layering her all the way up here on the top. Now you can see here so far here on your weekly chart, very, very nice, okay? Put a bottoming tail in here, and now we're looking here to go higher. So Friday, when it comes, we just want to make sure that you close above that 50 SMA here, that key 8 SMA, and then our key 21 SMA. Now you can see this 8 SMA working really nice. If it keeps on rolling up here by Friday, that should be able to cross that that 50-day, very nice, and that's a very, very good bullish sign. Your MACD, green above your red, very, very nice. RSI, plenty of room to run. And this is very, very bullish. Your green above your red. On a weekly, that's very, very bullish. Okay, I'll have more for you later here about the 5 o'clock area, and we will review crude oil and natural gas more in depth. All right, thanks for watching.